Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to a fire edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I am blessed to be here today. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for all those that sent me little notes and tweets and DMs and texts. They're still coming through. If you don't know already, I live in Bel Air, California, and this fire is called the Getty Fire or the Bel Air Fire. And this is an idea of what it looked like this morning when I woke up. And you see this right here? That is Skirball and Mulholland. I'm on Sunset. So if you know anything about maps, I am one street down. And this fucker was just blazing this morning. I mean, it was over. And this is in Brentwood, which is on the other side of the 405 freeway. There were fucking just patrols, fire trucks, and lights around us. There's fire hoses. The streets are cut off, but I'm here. I'm alive. I'm healthy. God has watched me. He took care of me, and I got to work today. I got to work today. I got to just stay focused, take the jitters out, and just go to work. And that's what I did today. And we performed extremely well. Traders broke records today, and it made me proud. It made me realize that's why I'm in here. Thank you, Barney. Thank you. See, Barney did that. Thank you. Um, okay. So today we put together, you small cap traders out there, I found you three decent shorts. These were really simple to do. PBTS, blockchain PR, is that still around? Just popping up over 100%, called for short to 4. XNet to me was nothing more than a pop and fade down to 5. You don't long it unless it hits 7. And ISEE was clearly just a pop and fade down to, I called once, it needed to snap 160. This one didn't actually snap as much as I wanted. It held all day, and I think they're going to do a secondary offering. That's why. But we didn't lot long it unless it went to 220. Otherwise, it's a short. And so these three really did pretty good. I'll show them to you real quickly. I see here. See how we didn't go long to 220, and we took the $2 range and we shorted it, and we were able to get down to 160. And the next one was XNet. Again, this was a well-played, executed trade. We called for a pop at the open, but we did not want any more. We were going to buy long at 7 per my notes. And if it didn't, then it was going to be a sell-off and down to, I call it $5 a share, 5, and it should hit there. And then the next one was PBTS. This one you could have bought a house with today or bought a car. I called for short at 6, no long unless it broke through 650, and the stock sold off to $3.40. I should have made that my number one pick. That was a really good one. The next stock we did was called D-Jog. Woof woof. D-Dog. What the fuck is that? I know you don't treat shit like that, but it's okay. Yeah. You're in a newbie room. And here, this is bread and butter for us. This was gapping up on no news. No news means a short in our room. So I found it off a CNBC ticker list, popped it up, scaled in short 35.50, said the stock would come down at 34.50 and under. Stock slapped, smashed, and grabbed to 33 a share. It was a beautiful 2.5, 3-point trade. And then it ran right back up to 35. The next one we did was a stock called Team. Team was a great play today. Team was just a basic pop and drop. We wanted to, it was gapping up on an earnings analyst call. I'm sorry, an analyst call. And so we wanted to short the 117 area, room to 118 to pop at the open, scale in, take it down, gap fill to 115 and under. It double bottom around 114.20, bottom curled and went right back up to 117. And now it's 118 a share. That's what we called step by step on that trade. The next one that we did was a company called CTB, Copper Tires. I went over this in complete detail on Secret Sauce, why this stock is in play for a short. I read the report. It was an earnings play, and I called for short at 31, 30, 80, 31, anything on a pop. Take it down to $29.12. was the call, and it hit $29.10. So I will mail you the 2 cents. Here you go. I put it in the mailbox for you. I'm sure you'll get it. Shit, I'm sorry. The next stock that we did today, we did a couple of them. I'm trying to go through the small shit first. CTB, D-Dog, XNet. Okay. Now, this was a combination of AJ and the great Dark Side, one of our great moderators in the room, technical analysis underwriter or trader. For me, this is an analyst call. It was in play. It was going to go nice to the upside. There was no question. But the problem is, when Roku gets going, I mean, you have to be careful how you're calling topping because, believe me, this will rip your heart out. But for me, initially, I wanted the stock to go to 142 at the open and get a pullback. If it didn't pull back and curled, it was going to go up higher. And why I say it was a great combination play is because if you look, here's the long. So I was already assuring the traders they were going to get right here on Roku, right here, I'll show it to you. That on the pop, they were going to get 140 to 142. So they were already going to get a 3 to 4 point play to the upside. On 200 shares, that's $800. All right. So ding, 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 ding. Here's your entry, 137. And within a blink, you already hit 140. You hadn't even stopped yet. So there goes that. So PCG, you missed it by 5 cents. Well, I had it hit 361. Yeah. I'm going to leave it in there. If it gets filled, it gets filled. Anyway, so and then it basically ran to, there's 142 right there. So there's a 5 point play right there. And you were literally done in 19 minutes because I already predetermined where the stock would go. But then it did a bullish flag breakout and it was gone. And then Dark Side was calling, I shit you not, when it was at 140 to 141, the great Dark Side came in and he was calling 145.37 or something like that. And he was just patient. And bam. I mean, thank you, B of A. Roku was a great play. The next one we called, I have to give you a shop. Now, shop is going to be interesting tonight. I love shop. This one went down a little bit more than I did anticipate, but and I was down on the stock. I took this trade. I was calling for a gap fill to 318 and under, and this fucker just fucking pissed me off. I started leaning into it. I was down $400. I had to, but I knew it was going to pop. Why? Because tomorrow the stock is in play. Tomorrow morning, shop comes out. It's a big day for shop. So investors are kind of preloading already. So I kind of felt that the stock would most likely get back above the 325 range because you see the gap up. So this told me it was in play that I had range today. See the gap up? Closed at 317, gapping up 323. So I knew, oh, I'm going to hit at least 325 or more. But before I do that, I got to gap fill it. So I called for a gap fill short at the open, take it short 324 and rum it down. So if you got 318, you made a quick 6 points, but this fucker came all the way down. So if you were a short seller, you actually got the better. I like to play the long side because I know I can get range and I can make my quick money. I'm all about quick money. And that's exactly what I did. I loaded it up right here. It pulled on me. I added here, pulled on me. I added one more time. It popped. I did it live. I was green right there. I was fucking done. And look where it went. Bam. Imagine if I stay in this shit just for a little bit. Motherfucker. Straight up. All right. And one last one. I'm going to show you two more that I was really proud of. Team and Tiff. Team Tiff. Team Tiff, I was gapping up on Louis Vuitton, might buy the stock out. I told nobody to short the stock unless it broke 126. I swear. That's what I said. You don't fucking believe me? Bam. Do not short unless the thing breaks 126. Otherwise, stay the fuck away. It will grind all day to about the 131 area. I was proud of this call. Stayed around the 130, 131 area. Look at that. That's a fucking call. And look where it did not break 126. Look at that. Bam. Fuck yeah. Shit like that makes me proud. And then I already did team. Why am I talking about team again? It was Spotify. That's what it was. Spot. Spot came out. Now, typically, Spot will gap up on earnings if they're pretty decent. All right. I didn't really see anything that really impressed me on the report, but the problem I was fighting against was I think the CFO was on CNBC and he was talking up a storm. And there was a guy on there for 25 minutes, and the whole time he talked, it just ran. There's nothing you can do. You can't. There's no chart that's going to tell you to stop. As long as that man keeps talking about his company, fuck. I mean, but for us as a trade, it was a great pop out of the gate. It was a really good call. I called Spot to come out to, I think it was 135, 136 out of the gate. And then look for a decent pullback. Bottom curl all day move to the upside. And it did more than that, the CNBC. But if you look, I was fucking spot on. Ding, 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 ding. Look at my 136 right there. From 130, that's a 6 fucking point trade. In the first 90 seconds, it hit 135. Are you fucking for real? Look, 130 to 135. I took this fucking trade live. This shit was off the hook because I knew it was going to squeeze at the open. It just didn't come down or break, so who cares? Who gives a shit? Guy was on CNBC. Look what he did. He just bought investors in there. Look at that shit. Fucking crazy. 100, what, 137? He gets on the mic all the way to 143. But hey. Well, that is today's webinar. I'm going to try to hike today. I hike in Beverly Hills, which is, but I don't know if they'll let me get the fuck out. And then what I'm scared of is, can I get home? You know? So I'm thinking maybe I just hike around. UCLA's down the street. So maybe I can hike all the way down there, up the hill, down the hill, just kind of stay close in case I can't drive back home. I'm really worried they won't let me drive back home. But I have to look at the stuff. Anyway, if these fires subside, I'll be here tomorrow. And if they come on my street, and if you see a tweet, I evacuated, that's not good because I am right by the 405 freeway. So I'm on the other side of the freeway. So when you see this, I'm on the other side. So see this freeway? This is the freeway. This is the 405, right? So I'm on this side. This is on this side. The Getty Center, I can see it from my house. Okay? So this shit was everywhere today. But last year, was it last year or it was 2 years ago? Remember? It was January 1st, January 2nd. Remember that day? You know? Boy, they had they called it Armageddon. This entire street, this entire freeway was on fire. We got some dry brush up here. It's crazy. But so anyway, that's it. Take care. God bless. I will see you tomorrow. God willing, I will be here tomorrow. Okay. I want to trade shop tomorrow. No doubt. Thank you. Bye-bye.